Hello? Is there anyone here with us? Hello? Any of you airmen that died up here back in 1963, are any of you here with us? My name's David, this is my wife Tammy. I know you get a lot of visitors up here paying their respects to you. We just thought we'd come up and see if we could find any evidence. This radio that you hear going off, scanning through frequencies, they say that spirits can manipulate them, right? Is that what he said? So you know what I'm talking about? Look at that. Did you just see that? I just got a EMF spike. Remember, try to speak up for us. Use your energy. I know a lot of people haven't came up here and tried to communicate with you, but here we are. This memorial here done in slate that says, in memory of those who lost their lives in the B52 crash on January 24th, 1963. Lieutenant Joel S. Simpson, Jr. Are you here? Major William Gabriel. Major Herbert Hansen. Major Robert Hill. Major Robert Morrison. Captain Charles Lucier. I guess, I don't know how to say that. Tech Sergeant Michael O'Keefe. Are any of you still here? On this lonely mountainside up here in the woods of Maine. Is there any reason you'd still be here? Remember, you can try to talk to us and we can hear you with the machine that we have going here, scanning these frequencies. I know you guys are real tech savvy for back then. You had to have been to run this rig. Now the wreckage here is spread throughout this whole mountainside. You can see here, this is a part of the fuselage. A lot of people have came, paid their respects. Left a lot of flags here. So, a lot of them tagged their names. I know it's not recommended that people to do that, but you can see thousands of people have come up here and paid their respect. Is there anybody with us? Hey, if anybody's here, any of you airmen, look at that, 8.1. I'm inside the fuselage and I'm getting EMF readings. Hey, if there's any of you airmen here, look, 113. All right. If any of you airmen are here, can you come out here and see me and my wife? Her name's Tammy, my name's David. Can you come up here and touch this mel meter? All it does is read EMF readings. And it'll let us know that you're here with us. Now I know you were just here a minute ago. You were real close to us. Can you come back over here? Like I said, we don't mean you no disrespect. It's kind of our thing to try to prove that there's a life after death. And that when we die, that isn't the end. Any of you men like to step up and prove that to us? To help us, look, 12.8, 4.1. That's right, fellas. Come on over here. If you can speak, if you could try to speak and use that device that we got there. Just say, can you say hello, David? All right, can you say hello to my wife, Tammy? Can you say hello, Tammy? If that's too hard for you guys to do, you can just come over and sit by us. It'll make this meter go off. It'll help us prove that you're here. I know you already came over here. You came over here on cue. And I appreciate that. You know, I know a lot of people have come back here in the past, obviously, and desecrated this area. Oh, 39.903. I'm going to switch, oh. I'm going to take my temperature setting off. We all know it's 10 degrees, and that'll be a little bit more sensitive on my EMF readings. Oh, look at that, fellas. No, I just ripped my fucking knee of my thing. Ripped the knee of my pants. Alright, so I'm heading out of the fuselage. I got EMF readings there, which I should not get any EMF readings up here, especially one that I got over 100. We're going to walk down here and walk through some more of the wreckage. If any of you gentlemen are here, any of you airmen are here, would like to tag along with us, walk us through this wreckage, please do. We appreciate you. See, whenever I address them directly, I start getting readings on this thing. Look at this. What was that? Alright, we're going to go for a little... I think there's a little bit more wreckage down here. Actually, let's go back up top. Remember, there's some you can walk up around this way. Like I said, any of you airmen want to come... Every time I say airmen, every single time I say airmen and address them, that meter goes. So any of you airmen want to come with us. Now it doesn't do it, of course. And if you want to speak, try to speak to us through that device that my wife's holding. Can you tell us where you're from, where you were born? Hello? Sam, you look a little cold. Freezing? Yeah. Well, all right, gentlemen, we're going to take a walk up through here. What we're doing is we're filming this so we can go home and put this and make it like a movie and make it available to people to...
Something's living in that.
I would think it's that tree, but that tree isn't really moving that much. Can we making that pop like that? It's got to be it, but geez, I can see it moving now. But yeah, I'll tell you, it is pretty eerie up here. Look at the size of them tires. Is there any of you with us that would like to say hello to us? Look at the readings. I'm starting to get readings again. You know, we're over here by this tires. Was it any of your jobs to check these before flight? Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting EMF readings up here. That's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. What was that? Did you try to say something to us? Well, I'll tell you, gentlemen, while we're up here and before, you know, we got to get going before long. Here's another piece of the fuselage. What was that? We're freezing up here. And, but before we leave, what I was getting to is I'd like to let you all know we appreciate what you did for our country, the time you served, the sacrifices you've made, and made the ultimate sacrifice. We thank you, we enjoy our freedoms, and it's all because of men like you. So thank you for your service. You'll never be forgotten. Remember, if any of you want to talk to us, you're going to have to speak up. Really use that energy and try to communicate with us. Yep. Oh, you can't see very good, can you? You want to go ahead of me?
No, I'm good.
So I'll tell you, this is the time of year that this crash happened. There was 3 men that were able to eject. Unfortunately, the one that I cannot remember what his job was, he actually, his chute wasn't able to open. They were too low, and it was, you know, when it shot out, there weren't enough time for it to open, and he ended up slamming into a tree. He didn't make it, obviously. The captain lived to be, not the captain, the pilot, excuse me. The pilot lived a long life to well into his 90s. Survived, I believe, 3 crashes, 1 mid-air collision in his lifetime, serving our country. And navigator who actually chute went into a tree, and he had to get himself down and stayed overnight. He ended up losing limbs and having pneumonia, and a bunch of bad things happened. But he ended up going on for a bunch of years. So we're actually going to wrap this up. I know it wasn't very long, but it's very cold up here. And
We'll try to make it up here in the spring or summer.
maybe again this winter.
Yep.
Well, once again, gentlemen, thank you for your service.
We appreciate you.
Before we go, can any of you say our names just to let us know that you're here? What the hell did they just say? Did they say David? Did you just say my name? Did you say David? So if anybody's here, can you say our names before we go? My name is David. Can you say David?
And my name is Tammy. Can you say Tammy?
Can you tell me your name? What was it? Fred or Brent or something? Could you say that again, please? All right, once again, to all you airmen. Every time I get some sort of response when I say airman. I'm hoping you're not stuck here for any reason. I hope you realize that it's okay to move on from this location if you are here. We wish you guys a good night, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye. Here, one more. Yeah, bring it over here so I can see. I want to try to do a this real quick. Hello? Is there anybody here? I switched it to a different setting, hoping I could pick up you guys better. Any of you airmen that died up here on Elephant Mountain, are you here with us? I see you're over here by my meter. Can you try to speak with us? All right, gentlemen. I'm freezing. My wife's freezing. We're going to head home. Thank you.